So what are you going to do about it? The world's been going to chaos. Everything is about as corrupt as it can get. They tax us on our paycheck, on the things we buy, on the property we own. Now they want to tax basically the air. Industrial pollution's 80%, and yet they want to tax us a carbon tax. The rich, they use, and then on top of it, they use the tax money to do horrible things, support horrible causes, line their own pockets. There's that meme going around, Kim Kardashian flew to Paris for a piece of cheesecake or something, flew back. That's the kind of hypocrisy that's going on in the world right now. They're kidnapping kids, and it could be sex trafficking, could be they're training like a secret army. Anyone's ever read Animal Farm, George Orwell? It's a pretty amazing book, but like the dogs, right? They steal the puppies and train them to be savages, take away their kindness and turn them into monsters. Maybe that's it. There's so many horrible things going on in the world, and what's anyone doing about it? We've become so lazy and complacent, and we just, even like with the religious, I knew the war part of Love and War on the ideologies, the war of ideologies was going to bring out the crazies. And look, if you see, I doubt everyone read through the comments, but there's so many people that have no idea what they're talking about. Never bothered to read it. They just know a couple things they've heard. Some people wouldn't even watch the videos. They were literally arguing video titles. I mean, they're kind of clickbait titles, and isn't that the idea? The channel is called How to Save the Humans. It doesn't get much more clickbait than that, We can only really save ourselves. So, I mean, the whole idea is kind of clickbait. But it's for a purpose. But what are we going to do about it? Are we going to make any changes? Are we going to do anything, or are we going to sit on our phones, scroll through social media, and be snarky and crappy to each other? And so I hope somebody does something. This is my contribution. It's not much, but it's ideas. And I try to keep them as simple as I can. These last series I've kind of yammered on a bit. But also I know this is coming to an end, so I wanted my daughter to kind of see me. I am long-winded naturally, so I really rather write these out. I'm a much better writer than I am just a freestyle speaker like this. But, it is what it is. Time allotted, getting out as many. I did 100-something videos in the last few months. And I hope people will take this. It's the same. So when I freestyle rap and I just did it mainly as a way to praise God. It's like entirely conscious. I don't diss or do any of that. I would do it for fun sometimes. We call it my Black Ice persona. I had an old coworker, buddy, and business partner, boss, who'd always want me to do diss rap, and so he gave me the nickname Black Ice. It's a long story of how I got it, but and that was it, only for fun. But everything else is conscious, word for word. Everybody would always be like, "Man, I've never heard anybody spit entirely conscious music like that, like real conscious, not hip hop conscious, like reggae conscious, just about God and positivity, and talk about scripture." And I have my moments where I would shine, and I don't consider myself anywhere. I don't really write anything. That's where I can really freestyle. But my goal always, if I was going to ever try to make an album, and I've made a couple songs in that I would freestyle a beat like 5 times through. I can go for an hour straight. I learned going surfing to the beach. I would just put on beats and freestyle for sometimes an hour straight. And I have my moments that I shine in that, but The goal was always just to get the kids who will be far greater than me to get involved and do better. And with these videos, I hope for the same thing, that for those who can take this even further, this is just the initial charge. Anyone who plays video games, I played World of Warcraft. I had some pretty big success in like vanilla Warcraft. I played very early on, and a little bit I came back for Wrath, and that was about it. I tried all the other expansions, but I didn't really get into them. And but in Wrath, I was a paladin, and even I was a druid in vanilla. I was always good at being the first to charge in. And sometimes you would see when a line is drawn, people are kind of fighting back and forth. Someone just has to charge in. Sometimes I'd die, sometimes I'd live, but a lot of times it would push my team forward and we would drive off of a charge. I was willing to give my life for that. And in life, I want to live the same way, that this is my charge. And you can choose to follow or not, but I hope you guys go bigger than I do, because we have to do something about it. If things continue this way, the world is screwed. It's doomed. It seems like they want some kind of apocalypse. They want to destroy the world. They want to destroy society. They being whatever dark forces are looking for power, which is, I think there's a lot of them. I don't think there's any one group that we can point out. I think there's a lot of people with their own self-interest, I've said before. But unless we do something, we're in trouble. So that's what I hope for everyone. My blessing for this is to have the courage to go big and to do something. Stop being lazy. Stop being pseudo-intellectuals, throwing out buzzwords. Research. When a new topic comes up, anything, a new quote, a new whatever it is, take 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes, 2 minutes sometimes, and just look it up. 10 minutes, go in and actually teach yourself something about it. Learn about it. Don't just follow. Nothing drives me crazier than religious people that don't know their own religion. I've read the religious texts. And so, listening to people who don't know their own religion argue about their religion is just so off-putting. It's just such a disappointing human being to me that would be especially so vehemently for this, like, fight for this cause, and they don't know what it even says. Like the basic text. I mean, sometimes the most basic text. There's a guy who doesn't know what the gospel says, arguing like he's a know-it-all, knows everything about it. Doesn't know basic gospels or like basic Quran. I mean, these are the basic texts. There's so much more on top of those kinds of texts that to not even know the basics and to be so adamant about how correct they are or how right your opinion is about it is ludicrous. It's just phenomenally ignorant. And that's kind of how people are about everything. We have to get involved. And, I think Einstein said, make everything as simple as possible, but not simpler. And that's a profound statement that, we have to break everything down into the simplest state we can, but not oversimplifying it, just keeping it as simple as we can. And so for all my solutions, I try to make them as simple as possible. And I hope they help, because my time is pretty much up. So this is my last few videos here, and I wish everyone that courage to now charge, do better than me, put up better ideas, make your own videos like these. Start with solutions. There's so many great solutions. I have said I would love to live on a farm. There's so many things other than just like solar and composting toilets. There's ways to heat water, using copper coils, copper in general. Victor Schauberger, They called him the Wizard of Water. Tesla based a lot of his ideas off of some of the inventions Schauberger came up with. All the flume systems, like the log rides we ride at the Knott's Berry Farm and different places, even Disneyland has one, is his design. All that is stuff that he made. Copper's so good for the soil, using copper plows, copper shovels. There's so many interesting ideas. Copper, you can put coils around copper water pipes to heat water as it moves through the pipes and back in and out. There's ways to, in Scandinavia, they use soapstone. They run pipes underneath soapstone. You can put cold water in the summer, and it makes the soapstone cold, emanates cold. It's like a natural AC. In the winter, you can use hot water, heats up the soapstone. You can put it over like a fireplace or a wood-burning stove, heats up the soapstone, emanates heat. There's all kinds of inventions. You could make a house that has so many energy efficient qualities that the footprint would be minimal. And we can do that in all things. So we need to start giving solutions. And we know the problems. There's countless problems at this point. Now we need countless solutions. We got to keep trying to go open source. They're just going to buy up the invention, shelve them, and continue to destroy society, right? They're the ones halting evolution, and then they're complaining that we're destroying the world and want to depopulate and all these other crazy ideas so they can continue to live extravagantly and pollute and increase their wealth while we're stunting our own evolution. And it's going to be, we're the ones who are going to suffer, not the wealthy. And so I hope it doesn't come to war and revolution. Like I said in the beginning of these, this might all be for posterity's sake. Like it might be already too far along to make change. And so the next generations, kids, we're going to be the next generations are going to be able to actually implement change, maybe out of necessity. I hope these help. And but I still believe in people. I think we can. I have my doubts we're going to make it. Obviously, it's pretty far along. It's pretty bad right now. But it's, as my cousin used to say, short-term pessimism, long-term optimism. So it might be tough right now, but in the future, hopefully we'll get there. So I wish everyone the courage, charge, get after it, try to make change, put half an hour a day away to figure out some kind of positive change, implement it, make better videos than these, better ideas, go bigger. That's what we really need right now. So please, let's get on this. And what are you going to do about it? Like, we know it's messed up, but what are you going to do? Are we going to be these lazy pseudo-intellectuals that argue moot points and don't even know what they're talking about, all just to chatter? Are we going to offer up some kind of real ideas? Are we going to take the time to study, learn, and implement? That's really what we need to do. And so I wish you guys the courage to do that and the best of luck. I'm going to have a goodbye video here in like next two videos where I'm pretty much taking off for a while. I don't know where my life's going to take me at this point. So we'll see what happens. But go bigger, go do better. And, I wish you guys the best of luck in this. And I'm here with you in whatever capacity I can continue on. Hopefully down the road I can make more of these videos. But for the time being, my time is up. So let's do this, people. Save the humans.
Trying to be a better man. Oh yeah. Trying to do the best I can. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna do right thing. Do right thing. No matter what they want to say. And I'm gonna still fight for you. Still fight for you.